was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Mexico City Golden Eagles.
O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
For the right to return here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 56, we are underway in L.A. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Breaks a tackle, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle package de la East. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
First down, Bears.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Another carry for the running back.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6. At the 11.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7. Golden Eagles 0. Pat O'Donnell.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over
at their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And it's 3rd down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, they'll throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 38. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Singletary fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive.
Defense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On the ground, it's Singletary. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Singletary, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now a handoff looking right, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That one good for 37 yards.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone.
Chicago.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. They will run with Singletary. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true. Plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll look to run with Singletary. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And this time he is in. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down by Dion.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just
now it's stripped. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing again is Watson. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down, and his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Bears 28, Golden Eagles 21. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-punt drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Shotgun. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to... And if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Singletary again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Mike 57. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Down, Chicago.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as the Bears push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Golden Eagles 21. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Now Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Matt Judon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devin Singletary saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bears 35. Golden Eagles 28. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Flushed out right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up. They'll sweat it out on the sideline.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. His possession, gigantic. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, Singletary. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On second down, Singletary.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll try the air now with Watson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Look at this. They'll go for 2 here. And it's quite possible this could be for a trip to the Super Bowl. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
35.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
First down.
Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Ayy, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If you drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it?